Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Funny Movie Shark Show podcast. I'm your girl, Meteor Doll, with Breaker. And I don't usually do the intros, but here we are. So, what's up? How's everyone doing today?
There's nobody here but me and you. I hate to break it to you.
Well, I mean, to the listeners, our very important listeners.
Pretty good. Not bad, Jazmin. We'll work on it. But I appreciate you trying to take the reins.
I was trying because you were so quiet.
My shoulders are so sore from holding this show up.
Okay, all right. Get out of here with that nonsense.
Welcome everybody to Jawsbreakers. You forgot to say Jawsbreakers, the name of the show. The Scary Funny Shark Movie Show, where we watch shark movies with you, our wonderful community. The Jawsies, the Toothies. What are we calling them?
We're still workshopping the names.
The chums. Our chums.
I don't know if
everyone
want to be called
Jesus Christ, Jazmin.
What is that? The heavens calling?
Yeah, the heavens came down and parted, and they said they liked the chums. So, the teeth in our jaw. They're the teeth in our jaw. They're the chum in our waters. It's you, the viewer, and we watched a movie.
We sure did. We watched a little 1999 movie called Shark Attack.
What's it called, Jazmin?
Shark Attack.
No, what's it called? We know what happens in the movie, but what is it called?
Shark Attack.
Oh, okay. So Jaws.
No.
47 meters down?
No.
What movie did we watch that had a shark attack in it?
The title of this 1999 film is called Shark Attack.
Oh, the movie's called Attack with Sharks.
No. It's called Shark Attack. And this isn't the first one either. There's, for those of you who haven't seen this, there are 3 Shark Attack movies.
This is the first one, though.
This is the first.
We haven't watched the other 3. And by the way, you can follow Jazmin on twitch.tv/meteordoll. And you can follow me on twitch.tv/breakersdead. And you can follow the show on Twitter at Jaws_show or on Instagram at Instapoddog. All the links in the description.
And Discord.
Yeah, but I'm not going to tell you the link. Look for that in the description. Speaking of Discord, before we get into it too much, the next movie we will be watching is on Discord, and it is Sharks in Venice with Chris Logan from the Best of the Rest podcast. So Lord and Savior Positivity Podcast guru himself, Chris Logan, will be a returning guest. Is he our first returning guest, Jazmin?
Yes.
Yeah, I think he is. I think he's our first and our returning guest. So
the guy who stole my position as co-host. So I'm just temporary here. He's coming back to steal the show.
Yeah, he's coming back. Unfortunately, we've had so many scheduling conflicts. It's been hard to get him in his co-host chair. So thankfully, Jazmin's been filling in.
Yeah, I'm glad to, be the sister to just help you out,
Yep. Behind every successful brother is a sister doing all the hard work.
Okay.
So we watched a little movie called Sharky Attack from 1999. And I got to say, Jazmin, just not to spoil how I feel about this movie, pretty darn good. Thumbs up.
Yeah.
2 thumbs up.
For a movie in the 1990s, I thought it was very good. Which is a lot for me because, I will pick a movie apart and I'm not afraid to say if I think it's terrible or bad. But I thought this movie was pretty good. I mean, I think there were some points that were a little...
What?
I'm trying not to spoil anything, but I knew right away who the main villain was. It wasn't they tried to make it like a surprise, but it wasn't a surprise. So that was kind of meh. But all around, this movie is a good movie. And there was some pretty good blood and gore, and a lot of the stuff was believable, I think.
Yeah, I thought that a lot of the effects were very good. The marriage of real shark footage and the fake shark that they built for this movie was very good. I thought the transition scenes were very, very just good. I think the
because they had stock footage in there too, and I thought that they were able to blend it pretty well with their actual footage.
Yeah, I thought it was great. I thought the actors were great. I mean, the plot was, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, does being a shark movie excuse its plot? Probably not as far as movies goes, but as far as shark movies go, not bad.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, not to spoil anything,
well, let's just get into it, Jazmin. Let's quit beating around the bush and get into it, Jazmin. You're the one that usually gets all the stats, the people, the little bits and bobs. Let's go ahead and get to that. Then we'll get to the plot of this movie and talk about what we think.
All right. So this movie was, like we said, in 1999. It's about an hour and 35 minutes long. So your typical average movie time. It's technically rated R. I don't know why it would be.
I don't know why this is rated R.
Yeah, I don't think that it could be like rated teen because of the blood and stuff, but like I don't think it should have been rated R. They filmed this in Port Alfred, South Africa, which makes sense because the movie is actually like.
How many shark movies are filmed in South Africa, do you think? Because we've watched a lot of them, feels like. Empire of the Sharks, that other one of the sharks.
And the other shark movie.
And the other shark movie with the other sharks.
And that one really.
I bet the Meg was filmed in South Africa too.
I mean, we'd have to look at. We'll talk about that when we finally watch the Meg.
Yep. Someday.
But this movie was
somehow I'm gonna make it all right, but not right now. There's a shark attack happening. Ouchie, ouchie, ouchies, my legs.
Okie dokie.
Someday.
This movie was directed
gonna make it.
Bob Misiorowski.
I know you're what.
Can you pronounce that? Brett, I'm gonna give you this last name. Brett, I'm gonna give you the
legs. Okay, I'm done.
Can you pronounce this last name?
Misiorowski.
Misiorowski. That's what
Misiorowski. Misiorowski.
That's good. That's Bob Misiorowski directed this film, and I don't know if you guys have heard of some other films that he has directed, like Tombstone, Point of Impact, Derailed, and Blood of the Innocent. So, those are some other movies that he directed. I have not heard of any of those, but if you're interested in any of the movies that he's directed, there you go. The music in this was very good.
Tombstone, I hear, is a classic.
Well, I wouldn't know.
I wouldn't know either. I don't watch Westerns.
But
hey, Jazmin, hold that thought.
So Jazmin, I held that second.
You held that second. That was an eternity. I was attacked by a shark in real life. A shark called friendship.
But anyways, we left off where I was talking about who the music was by. And to be honest, you actually pointed out that you really liked the music in this.
Did I say that?
You did. You said the music was good. And the music was by Serge Colbert.
Serge?
Serge.
A man named Serge?
Or Sergey, maybe?
Spell it.
Serge.
That's Sergey.
Could be either.
Almost certain it's Sergey.
Mr. Sergey or Serge Colbert.
I'd say Sergey.
Please listen.
Although if I ever have a child, I'm naming him Serge.
Let us know how to pronounce your name properly.
The dopest name anybody could have is if your name is Serge. How is there not like a Marvel superhero named Serge? I bet there is one.
There probably is in some.
You don't know?
Probably.
You don't know.
Okay, well, check it out. While you look it up, this movie was written by Scott Devine and William Hook. We actually had some very popular actors in this movie. One of them, Casper Van Dien. Is it Dean or Dine? Do you know?
I think it's Dean. Also, Serge is a mutant in Marvel.
Well, there you go.
And she's kind of hot. I don't know if that's appropriate.
Derailing on that. Casper Van Dien. You might know him from Starship Troopers, Alita Battle Angel, Sleepy Hollow. He played Tarzan and Tarzan in the Lost City. Ooh. Whatever that. But he's the main character in this movie. And then we have Lawrence Rhodes, who's played by Ernie Hudson. A lot of you will know him from Ghostbusters 1 and 2.
Really? You didn't even really have to say that.
Well, I mean, Ghostbusters 1 and 2. He was also in The Crow and a movie called The Family Business.
Jazmin. Who are you going to call?
Ghostbusters. No, Jawsbreakers.
Ooh, yeah. Okay.
He is the one of the bad guys. He's one of the main bad guys in this movie. Then you have Corinne DeSanti, who is played by Jenny McShane. She's actually going to be in Shark Attack 3, so we're going to have to look out for her. And she was also in a movie called Grimm.
Did I also not tell you that you weren't allowed to look up stuff?
Well, you know what happens. And then finally, the last main character is Dr. Miles Craven, who is portrayed as the main bad guy, but we both know that he's not the main bad guy. Spoiler alert. Played by Bentley Mitchum.
Yeah, this is a show where we spoil the shit out of that movie too, because we watched it with you.
We sure did.
We sure did.
And that's the main 4 people of this movie. The rest of the people are good, but they're not the main characters. So we can move on from that. Brett, tell us about the movie.
It started out as the most. If I ever saw an actor cast as a Russian bad guy, it was this guy. And he's attacked on a boat and thrown overboard, and where he's eaten by sharks. Fast forward, and we see Mr. Van Dien show up in the town where this took place, looking for what happened to his best friend, the aforementioned person who was attacked and thrown into the water.
The other marine biologist.
Where he meets with that guy's sister, and they go off on an adventure that the undercurrents of which get it, undercurrents begin to unravel before them as they are drawn into a web of conspiracy.
Yep.
Like, why are the sharks so volatile and attacking?
And was it just really a regular shark attack, or was it murder? Spoiler, it was
we literally just said they threw the guy over the water and he got eaten by sharks. So it was
what they were saying that it wasn't. So
right.
It's murder.
So he discovers that there's these things under the water called thumpers, and that's what's making the thumpers somehow emit a signal that make the sharks revert back to their most primal of instincts of kill, kill, kill. And that's what they said that in the movie. Why are you shaking your head?
But that's not the real reason.
But that's not why the thumpers weren't there for that. But that's what they were doing. That's why the sharks were so angry.
No.
Well, you tell me then.
The sharks were angry because of the Dr. Miles Craven's mutated hormones that he put into the sharks.
I don't remember that at all.
To cure cancer?
Oh, that's right. I thought you were talking about Deep Blue Sea because that's that movie.
Yeah, no. So basically, Dr. Miles Craven, he's a scientist. He's like, in the movie, he's like dissecting these are real sharks, by the way. He's dissecting real sharks in this movie. And I was very surprised. All to find a cure for cancer. And it's this whole plot to where he is that
you're gonna be real upset when I tell you about animal experimentation.
Yeah, I understand.
And also in trivial bullshit like cosmetics.
Yeah, I was just very surprised that they were real. But you know, that's just something that happens.
I mean, Jaws did it, so I mean, like what? The shark movie did it, so.
But anyways, he's trying to cure cancer, so he's doing these illegal experiments on the sharks.
Right.
And the
we should also say that we do not condone the use of live dead animals in any movie, regardless of whether or not Jaws did it. I can't remember the exact circumstances around that shark that they used in that, but I'm sure we'll get to it whenever we watch Jaws.
I feel like,
but also like we don't know how those sharks were obtained. They could have been They could have washed. Well, I doubt they were washed ashore, but they could have been obtained legally, which would have been fine.
Yeah. That is fine.
But we don't like any sort of animal horror, and we don't support any sort of,
I mean, I understand if they were obtained legally and like the sharks had just died and they were found and they were used for scientific reasons, but I mean, in this
they were
movie,
used for a movie reason.
But this is a movie reason, so I feel like nowadays they could definitely just make their own fake shark stuff.
It's probably cheaper to buy a real dead shark than to make a fake dead shark.
I think that
looks real.
That was very. That's another gruesome part of this movie is like he's like sticking his hands into these shark organs like nobody's business.
Jaws? Jazmin, have you ever seen
I have, but it's been a while since I've seen it. I've been waiting to rewatch it.
Okay.
For us. Like I haven't seen it in years.
Okay.
So I'm very cloudy on the actual Jaws movie.
The show we're named after, no less.
Yeah, well, I'm cloudy on it because I've been waiting to watch it again with everybody else.
This is a shark movie show, so instead of saying you're cloudy on it, you should say you're murky on it. What's next in the movie? So we've discovered that the guy's been experimenting, but there's another wrinkle. There's someone else puppeting the strings behind the scene.
It's very obvious. They try to play it off as it's not being obvious. Mm-hmm. Like at the very end of the movie, they're like, surprise, I'm the rich guy, and I want everyone to leave this area so I can use it for oil.
It's Ernie Hudson.
That's Ernie Hudson.
He really Scooby-Dooed the place, but instead of having a man dressed up like a ghost pirate, he used sharks to try and drive people away.
And we skipped a whole bunch of other things. Like it's like this thriller and mystery thing where these two people are trying to figure out what's actually going on with the sharks, what happened to her brother.
You literally get a car chase scene with explosions, and you get a boat chase scene with explosions.
One more.
And you get a fighter jet scene with explosions.
Yeah, there was a helicopter that legit exploded. Like there were a lot of explosions.
This was not just a shark movie. This was a full-on, I don't know, I want to say full-on action movie, but this was a drama that had major AAA budget action scenes in it.
I was not like they probably ruined like 3-4 cars. They ruined a helicopter, probably 2 or 3 boats.
Mom Shark in our comments even said this is not a shark movie, but I think this technically counts. It's a shark movie. The shark was not the star, but the movie was centered around the premise of these sharks attacking people, and also the movie was fucking called Shark Attack. What do you want?
Yeah, and the shark attacks were believable. We had a shark scene where the thumpers were active and they were trying to disable them, and the sharks were going crazy trying to attack the two protagonists. There was a scene where this lady's leg was just chilling on a boat, and then all of a sudden the shark just comes and chops on her leg.
That was so gnarly. Like that scene, the effects on that looked so good. I was so impressed.
I was too. It was very believable. Yeah. And even like when they rescued her and put her on the boat, like the actual like tear of the leg looked so real. I'm not even joking. It wasn't fake at all.
This movie
they didn't hide anything.
This movie, I was expecting full-on 90s corniness and cheese, and we ended up getting a decent movie with really good effects. I
think there was some cheese being a 90s movie. But
of course, because the lead character is more handsome than God, and of course he gets the girl at the end. I mean, that's just the way it works.
Mm-hmm. And so basically that's the movie in a gist. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, there's a lot of casualties. We forgot about the whole scene where they rally the townspeople to fight against the main bad guy, Ernie, and the doctor. Everyone, and then it's just like full-on guns. It's a full-on gunfight. Like you got people dying left and right. Like it was
even the doctor guy gets shot. Here's some cheese for you. Remember he said, "See, in the end, I wasn't such a bad guy." Which, to his credit, he was trying to cure cancer. So was he a really bad guy? I would say not. If that's your end goal.
Say yes, because he tested illegally on children and sick people.
He was trying to help them
because he was lying to them.
But they were going to die anyway, and he legitimately thought in his mind that they were going to die anyway, so he was going to try and throw a Hail Mary and save these people, and it sort of worked for a little while before it didn't, right? So at least they got some sort of reprieve before the end. He had good intentions, but he was very much a man whose the ends justified the means. And quite frankly, if he was successful in curing cancer, would anybody care? Would anybody care that he went through his methods the way he did? If he actually cured cancer, would anybody care? Jazmin, how many people would you murder to cure cancer?
I wouldn't murder anybody.
How many people does cancer kill a year?
I just wouldn't be able to murder somebody. I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you.
I'm just saying that sometimes the ends justify the means. Now, that's a horrible thing to say, but this man experimented on what, like 5 people?
No, I think it was more. It was just 5 in the actual like hospital. There was more. He had like remember they went through and he had like a bunch of like a floppy disk and he was downloading all the data. Also, that reminds me, are floppy disks waterproof?
Holy Jesus. Cancer kills 10 million people a year, Jazmin.
Bret.
10 million. You wouldn't sacrifice 100 people to save 10 million? Not just 10 million, but 10 million a year for the rest of human history?
Well, what if that's someone you know?
It's unfortunate, but I mean...
What if it was me?
That I wouldn't do it for you. That's different. But if it was me, if someone said, I would take your place. How about that? I would take your place. You could live. I'd die. And then cancer's cured for all of humanity. Build a fucking statue out of me and then call it a day.
Okay,
He died so that we could live.
So let's get past this.
I can't because the doctor is just in his reasoning for what he did. Anywho, Jazmin, who do you think is the best? I'm doing the fucking show, Jazmin.
You didn't answer my question.
What's your goddamn question?
Are floppy disk waterproof?
Yeah, I think so. I'm pretty sure.
There was the whole scene where the floppy disk went to the water and they just picked it back up.
I think so.
I was very curious about that.
Well, Jazmin, let me ask you, are CDs waterproof?
I have no idea.
Why wouldn't they be?
I don't know.
There's no electronics in them.
I don't know. Water could damage it somehow. I don't know.
I mean, they can be water damaged, but I would think that dropping it in the water and just taking it back out real quick, as long as you dried it off before putting it in the computer, should be fine. Personally, I would think that that's okay. Because
they wanted to hand the evidence to the FBI and stuff in the movie.
Yeah.
Anyways, continue, Bret.
Continue with what? I don't even remember what I was talking about before you derailed me with this floppy disk nonsense.
I don't even know.
Who do you think was the best actor of this show? This movie. What made the movie? Or what performance do you think best encapsulated what made this movie good?
I just think that I don't know if it was the acting. I think it was
But I'm asking you, who do you think was the best actor of this movie that helped make this movie sing? Like the person that sold it.
I mean, it would have to be the main character because he's the one that we saw the most in the whole movie.
Casper Van Dien. I think I'm going with Ernie Hudson, personally.
Well, we didn't see him that much in the movie compared to the other characters.
But I just think his performance was that good. I think Casper's fine. I thought he did a great job. I thought everybody did a great job for the most part. But I think Ernie Hudson sold it for me as the suave, smooth businessman. I totally bought that. I totally think he could be. Like that could have been.
That's true.
That just could have been dude from fucking Ghostbusters who in Afterlife became a businessman. It could have been the same guy.
That is true. He is a more believable character than
traded ghosts for sharks.
I mean, Casper Van Dien was supposed to be like a marine biologist type guy, and
he was too hot to be that.
There are probably some hot marine biologists out there. Shout out to you, hot marine biologists.
Shout out to you. We'll have you on the show if you are. If you're a hot marine biologist or even if you're just a hot of mind marine if you're just a marine biologist and you want to be on the show, get in contact with us. And
we would love that. That'd be fun.
I think that'd be dope.
We should get a marine biologist to join us in watching one of the movies. That'd be cool. They could give us all the scientific.
That would be cool.
To have them dissect. No, we could just have them dissect the movie while we watch it.
I know there's a couple marine biologists on Twitch that you can actually watch.
Well, that's cool. You should invite them.
I don't know them, but sure. Anyway, Jazmin, what we got any more to say about the plot of this movie before we continue on with the show?
I think we talked mostly about the main points of this movie. I don't think that there's like a whole crazy in-depth stuff that we need to talk about.
Do you want to do the quiz, or do you want to rank this movie on our list first? I think we should probably rank it first. What do you think?
Sure, we can do that.
Okay, I think we're gonna rate this, and when we rank this into our ultimate shark movie tier list, it is the ultimate list. It is indisputable, and nothing you can say will ever change that. No one. Facts. It's just the way it is. So to start off, I always read off the list. Starting at number 13, I'm going backwards this time. We have Virus Shark. Number 15, Virus Shark. I don't know why it goes 13, 14, 13. Number 15, Virus Shark. Number 14, Ice Sharks. 13, Jurassic Shark. 12, Avalanche Sharks. 11, Mega Shark versus Crocosaurus. Bringing in the top 10, Planet of the Sharks. Number 9 is a tie between Empire of the Sharks and Sharks of the Corn. Number 8, Santa Jaws. Number 7, Sharktopus. Number 6, Ouija Shark. Number 5, House Shark. Number 4, The Reef. Number 3, Six-Headed Shark Attack. Number 2, 47 meters down uncaged. And number 1, 47 meters down. So, Jazmin, we go through our 3 factors here on the rating scale. The eye roll meter, the cheesy factor, and the brutality factor, baby. And they're all self-explanatory. So let's start off with the eye roll meter, Jazmin. How eye rolly was this movie? For better or worse?
I had 0 eye rolls. I think that everything in this movie was believable.
Okay, I had 1 eye roll, and that was the doctor's line of, "See, I wasn't such a bad guy."
Oh, yeah. I mean, there were some, maybe, some sentences that could have probably...
That was both eye rolly and cheesy, and it hurt my heart. So I got a dock at a point for that. What about you?
Okay, yeah, I can agree on that. I think there were some other ones, but it didn't, ruin the movie for me.
Nothing else really jumped out to me.
Yeah, no.
So what are we saying here? I'm saying a 9 out of 10. Jazmin, audio medium, you can't think without saying things.
I'm not allowed to think.
You can think, but you have to talk while you fucking do it. This is a podcast.
I'm sorry. You're asking me to do multiple things at once. It's difficult.
Give a number. Give me a number. Give me a number between 1 through 100.
1 through 100?
Just do what I tell you.
Okay, well, it's not very eye-rolly, so I'll give it a 10 out of 100.
Okay. Cheesy factor. How cheesy was this movie? I think there was a little bit of cheese, but by and large, I thought this was a very solid production.
I can concur. It's a 90s movie, so...
I'll give this a 10 out of 100, and you give me a true or false.
I'm going to say true. It is cheesy, but that's just because it's an older movie, and a lot of older movies tend to be a little bit cheesy. I feel
true minus.
No, there's nothing. It's not a bad cheesy. I think
true plus. Brutality factor. How brutal was this movie? The kill count, the gore. Brutal. Yeah, it was good.
Fatality.
It's getting, short of seeing actual human guts spilled everywhere, it is pretty good.
Also, the arm in this that was found in the shark was it looked like a legit arm. It did not look like a fake.
Personally, I think that they probably went the route of hiding, put someone's arm in there, and then they did some camera trickery. So when they opened it, there was a person off to the side with their arm just in it. So
just imagine someone underneath the table, just with their arm inside of a dead shark.
That's what they kind of do sometimes. For instance, in Alien, the guy was under a table, but he was and they had like a fake body on the table, and he was underneath it, but his real head was like above it. So it looked like his real body was laying there, and then the alien burst out of his chest. But they didn't tell him. What's great about that scene in movie history is they did not tell him that an alien was going to burst out of his chest. So all of that, his whole reaction to that was real. Yeah, so we're good. So we both agree on brutality. Jazmin, where's this going to land on the list, though? I mean, it's got high marks.
To be honest, I would place this above Reef Shark.
You mean the Reef?
The Reef, yeah, the Reef.
But under Six-Headed Shark Attack?
Yeah. I think that this movie was solid, like you said. I had the Reef up there pretty high because I felt like it was like a pretty realistic shark movie, like what could actually happen. So I mean, I don't know if this could, this could probably, maybe there is some scientist out there testing on sharks looking for the cure for cancer, but it's like the stuff that happens in it is believable, like the shark attacks and stuff are believable. So I would put it above the Reef. I like this movie more than the Reef, but I like Six-Headed Shark more because it's fun, and who doesn't like a six-headed shark walking on land? Yeah,
I am agreeing with you. I definitely like this movie more than the Reef. You've always been higher on the Reef than me. I do not like this movie more than House Shark, but House Shark is underneath the Reef. But it's fine. I think this movie is better than House Shark, but I like House Shark more. House Shark speaks to me more. I love that movie. Love that movie. So yeah, I think there's no argument here. So the list, the ultimate shark movie, undisputed shark movie tier list.
Man, this one was easy this time around.
Easy. Number 1, 47 meters down. Number 2, 47 meters down uncaged. Number 3, Six-Headed Shark Attack. Number 4, the brand new Shark Attack, 1999.
You go, Shark Attack.
Number 5, The Reef.
8.
Number 6, House Shark. Number 7, Ouija Shark. Number 8, Sharktopus. Number 9, Santa Jaws. Number 10, Empire of the Sharks / Sharks the Corn. Number 11, Planet of the Sharks. Number 12, Mega Shark versus Crocosaurus. Number 13, Avalanche Sharks. Number 14, Jurassic Shark. 15, Ice Sharks. And number 16, Virus Sharks. What a list, y'all.
What a list, and it's only going to get bigger and bigger until we have no idea what the heck we're doing.
It's going to expand by at least 12 a year.
Woo! Sheesh.
Woo. Well, Jazmin, all that's left now to do is the quiz and sign off. And
I'm going to fail. I'm just going to, it's going to be a sinking ship. I am so ready.
You can't lose your co-host seat.
I've already lost it. So
yeah, well, maybe if you pass this time, you'll regain it.
But the thing is, you've lost it as well, so it's like we're not even like the actual, the true,
we're just filling in for Chris, Logan, and Vinny. That's all.
Yeah, we're just, look at us go.
Yep, they're the new hosts of this show. They're just busy, so we have to do it until.
So now unfortunately, you guys have to deal with us. So
Jazmin, it's Quizzy Izzy time. No, you stop that. You stop that right now. Jazmin, I need you to vamp for me while I
holler at your girl.
What?
Oh, hey, do you have the list of who joined us?
Oh yeah, that is something I gotta do better at. Yeah.
Give a quick shout out.
Yeah, shout outs to the following. Meteor Doll, that's you. Tiny Mom me. Shark, that's Mom.
Hey Mom.
Go with him. Clation, Lilituff, Platinum Core, IX Pennywise, and Lollipop 87. Lollipop 87. What a name. Lick you like a lollipop.
No.
Lick you like a lollipop. And a big congratulations to Clation for winning the movie of the stream. He won a copy of what did he win a copy of, Jazmin? Remind me.
I can go check. It's a movie we haven't seen yet, and how about we say it's a surprise because we're gonna end up watching it with Clation. No,
because it's not a surprise. Like, we showed it on the stream. Like,
yeah, but for those of you who are listening, we're most likely gonna watch it with Clation, hopefully.
Well, eventually. It might not be this year, but it might be season 4, but we'll see. But yeah,
It's a shark movie.
I buy a bunch of movies to give away on stream, and what is that? Go look, Jazz.
All right, I'm BRB fans.
I gotta get set up for the quiz anyway.
Let's do it.
There she goes. There she goes again. She calls my name. She's in my brain. She gets shark attacked again. Etc. etc. Correct.
Ooh.
Ooh, hello. And
the movie is Two-Headed Shark Attack.
Two-Headed Shark Attack.
The prequel,
that's right.
One of the prequels to
And he got a
Shark
button
Attack.
and some stickers and good stuff. So thanks so much for watching, Clation. We love you and we're in love with you. Jazmin, are you ready for the quiz? Oh, yeah. I'll mention what I'm giving away next time at the end of the quiz. All right, here we go. You ready?
Yes, I am very well, kind of. I'm never ready, but let's do this.
Okay.
Gear up for spring with your.
Nope. I'm so sorry for that. I'm in the wrong account.
Yay, ads!
I'm in the wrong account because my regular account doesn't have ads, so that's what I pay for.
Everyone loves ads. Let me tell you.
Well, that's no good.
Also, most likely we probably will watch Two-Headed Shark. We have to watch
someday.
Three-Headed Shark, Four-Headed Shark, Five-Headed Shark. A lot of shark heads.
A lot of shark stuff going on this show. Are you done?
I'm waiting for you.
What are you waiting for?
The quiz. We're supposed to be quizzing. You're supposed to be asking me. Preview. What is?
I was looking for a cool sound effect to go underneath.
Preview.
Here we go. Oh, we'll just screw it. We'll get copyright. Beautiful. Just right underneath there. That'll work. If we talk over it. No one wouldn't. This is original, by the way. We had this made up just for the show. Okay. Anyway, Jazmin, you ready to go? Here we go. This is to earn your co-host chair back. Steve McRae is played by famously chisel-jawed Casper Van Dien. By 1999, how many of Tom Brady's 7 Super Bowl championships had been won?
How is that even relevant? It's not even relevant.
Steve McRae is played by famously chisel-jawed Casper Van Dien. By 1999, how many of Tom Brady's 7 Super Bowl championships had been won?
I don't know, 3?
Jazmin, Tom Brady looks on, and Casper Van Dien could be cousins for all we know. They're both so chisel-jawed. And when we first saw him, I said, "Is that Tom Brady?" Because that's how much I thought it was Tom Brady. But the correct answer is you lose. It was 0.
Okay. Don't know anything about football, so you asked me the wrong question.
Tom Brady literally just retired after like a 20-year career, but in 1999,
but I wouldn't know that because I don't follow football news.
Okay, that's not my fault then.
This is a shark podcast.
Tom Brady's first championship ring came in 2002. Next question. Casper Van Dien played the part of Steve McRae. In what battle was Johnny Rico offered the promotion to general? During the Battle of OM1, the Battle of Roku-san, or the Battle of Planet P?
Option B.
The Battle of Roku-san?
Yeah, sure.
Incorrect. It was, in fact, during the Battle of OM1 where Johnny Rico was offered the rank of general.
Are all these questions going to have to deal with Casper Van Dien?
Rico's Rough Riders! Ooh-ah!
Okay.
When the shark is attacking a young boy kayaking, Steve tells the kid to relax. In 1984, finish the lyrics to the Frankie Goes to Hollywood song, Relax, as follows. Relax, don't do it when you want to go to it. Relax, don't do it when you want to come. Relax, don't do it.
when you need to get to it or something like that. I don't you need to get
Expand
to
on that.
it.
I'm giving you a expand on.
Relax, get to it. You need to move it. He likes to.
No, you're done. You were so close, but the answer is when you want to suck it to it, relax, don't do it.
When you want to suck it to it.
When you want to suck it to it, relax, don't do it. When you want to come.
That's so inappropriate.
0 for 3, Jazmin. This movie takes
Wait, is that
place...
what that song is about? Is it an appropriate
this
song?
Is what Googling the lyrics. Shut up. This movie takes place in a lagoon. Jazmin, what is or spell the word estuary? No, don't look it up. Don't you dare.
I'm not. I'm going to write it down. Jeez, I'm not a cheater like somebody.
And the question is, what is or spell the word estuary?
I'm going to spell it. Give me a second.
Okay.
Get a writing utensil.
So combative.
Please.
I'll give you a bonus point if you can do both.
Estuary.
Ding, 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 correct. That is how you spell estuary. And a bonus point if you can guess what it is.
I would think that it's like a safe area for wild animals. I don't know.
No bonus point for you. An estuary is the tidal mouth of a large river where the tide meets the stream.
Well, I spelled it correctly, so I still get the point.
You get 1 point. Okay. Jazmin, Shark Attack is a made-for-TV movie. Mm-hmm. What channel was it originally made for, whose streaming service it does not appear on?
Probably like the Sci-Fi Channel. You're looking at me like I'm incorrect.
Well, I gave you a huge hint in there. A huge
Okay,
hint.
repeat.
Okay, I'll give you this one mulligan here. Shark Attack is a made-for-TV movie. What channel was it originally made for, whose streaming service it does not appear on?
How is that a hint to what it is?
It's a huge hint. How many channels do you know have streaming services? It's a monstrous hint. I literally narrowed it down to like 2 for you. 3 maybe.
I don't know, DirecTV? Is that what you're
saying? The DirecTV streaming app, the direct competitors of Netflix and Disney Plus. No,
but Jazmin, they do have DirecTV does have its own streaming services. Wonderful. Like everyone, I mean, you got Paramount.
Okay, but
Disney,
Netflix. Shut up.
Hulu.
DirecTV is not a channel. DirecTV is not a channel. This is a channel that then got a streaming service. How many of those do you know? You have Disney was a channel. Actually, it was a movie company, then a channel, then a streaming service. So what, other than AMC, it's not AMC, it's not part. Jazmin, it's HBO. HBO is a channel with a streaming service. My God, This was so difficult.
I don't watch HBO.
Jenny McShane plays Corinne DeSantis.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me something interesting about her. Did she, A, appear in a film called Cult of Furries as a character named Jessica Bunny? B, appeared as Evelyn in Cyborg Cops 2? Or C, appears in Shark Attack 3 as a character other than Corinne DeSantis?
It's Shark Attack 3 Megalodon, and the character is Cat.
Correct, you fucking cheater.
I didn't cheat because I did my research on the actors and actresses of this movie. It's basically my job in this whole podcast to review the actors and actresses. I literally told you what movies she was in. I said she was in Shark Attack 3 that we haven't seen yet.
And you cheated. The correct answer was C. She did appear in a movie called Cult of Fury, not Furry. And she was in Cyborg Cop 3, not 2. And she does appear as a different character than the one she appears here as in Shark Attack 3, which, if you can think about that, that's like, I don't know, Chris Evans appearing as Captain America in a Marvel movie, and then 3 movies later, he shows up as a different character as Johnny Storm.
Well, it depends on...
It's bizarre.
It depends on when the movies are in. The first one's 1999. When was Shark Attack 3?
It's
filmed?
still weird. I'm sure it has nothing to do with Shark Attack 1, but it's still pretty weird. Mr. Rhodes is played by Ernie Hudson, who you gonna call, who is famous for playing the part of Winston Zeddemore in Ghostbusters 1, 2, and Afterlife. What year 2000 film featured both Ernie Hudson and castmate Jenny McShane? Is the answer Starship Troopers 2, The Watcher, Ghostbusters 3, or none of the above?
None of the above.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah, she's not in any of those.
Incorrect. They actually both appear in a movie called The Watcher.
I didn't see his name on the list of the Watcher movie because I looked at that.
You didn't look close enough.
She plays Diana in The Watcher.
Wonderful. Jazmin, sharks can in fact get cancer. True or false?
True.
Correct. True. Scientists have known sharks can get cancer for over 150 years. So
ooh, science.
In the movie, they claim that sharks cannot get cancer when in fact they do, but they are extremely resilient to all sorts of disease and blah, 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 whatnot. So, Jazmin, how'd you do? You got 1, 2, 3 points?
Yeah.
Out of a whole bunch?
Yeah.
Yeah, not getting
it's a constant sinking ship here. You know, you're the shark, you attacked me, and I'm currently drowning.
I don't think that I attacked you. I don't think that that's what happened.
I don't know. Asking a freaking football Super Bowl question when the movie was it had nothing to do about football.
It's not my fault that you're not very worldly traveled, and I'm sorry. Maybe next week
football.
You can win your co-host chair back, but for now, all you get is this. And folks, I think that's going to be it for the show, Jazz. All that's left to do is to play the credits, and then after the credits, do the thing that we always do that nobody knows about.
Yeah, so, that you should definitely not stay tuned for.
Yeah, don't ever do that.
Yeah, why would you do that? Why would you stay tuned for a super secret thing that we do? That we don't tell you about?
Why? Why would anybody do anything?
Yeah, why? Don't do stuff. Don't fall into the peer pressure.
Yeah, don't listen to this show and tell friends about it. Don't rate and review. Why would you do that? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, don't do that. What?
I know, right?
Anyway. Everyone have a wonderful evening. We don't have anything that's going to
be
happening.
The music is playing.
I hear no music.
Shut
up.
You don't hear the music?
No, I hear nothing like everyone else.
Oh, no. That's
because nothing is truly happening because...
That's not good.
Because we said that nothing would be happening.
Oh, that's not good. Do you really not hear anything?
No. Now I do.
Now the music's playing. Shut up.
Bye.
Don't forget to smile. Oh yeah, and check out Sharks in Venice with us next month with special guest Chris Logan in the Discord, and we're gonna watch the trailer right now. And we'll also be giving away a copy of 47 Meters Down Uncaged.
Oh snap! Our number 2 movie?
Number 2 movie.
Your father was diving in a restricted area with no permits and no insurance. What he was doing was illegal. Have sharks in Venice.
What did you say was the cause of death? It was a boat propelled from one of the buses.
That's Steve Baldwin.
Ooh, booby traps.
Medici treasure.
Over $200 million.
Treasure. What is that?
I need you to
Oh.
take us back to where you found it.
Oh my god.
What was this?
There are killer sharks down there.
Oh!
That was wow. Alicia. Okay, looks like we got a good amount of fight scenes, guns, action,
going to kill
booby
you.
traps, treasure.
And I'm going to enjoy it.
What?
Sharks
I
and
feel
Venice.
like we're seeing the whole movie right now. This is a really long trailer.
This is a really long trailer.
Beware.
The greatest,
The greatest
predator of the
predator
sea
to sea
comes to
comes
Venice.
to Venice.
Oh my gosh. What a treat.
Venice.
What a treat
Italy.
that was.
That was a really long trailer.
What a treat. Truly.
Looks like there's going to be a lot in this movie, so make sure you guys join us. Next
No, we're done.
month.
We're done plugging things. Listen to After Dark
Next
Rye,
month.
the No Holds Barred No Nothing podcast where we talk about Pokemon and Hurt the ones we love. We just did the Lily episode with Chris Logan's daughter Lily, the first and only family-friendly episode of the show. So check that out when it comes out in a few days. Just a
And
few
join
days.
us on join us on Discord so you can watch this movie.
Then
with
join us the week after that when we have like probably the most filthiest show we'll ever do. On
Oh goodness gracious! Thank you guys so much for listening.
Bye,
and for
everybody.
watching. Bye.
Dun 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
Okay, that's it. That's it. Okay, we're done. I'm done. I'm leaving now. Okay.